many of you guys who are the student and who are the working for some company? So this is like a 2 minute introduction about yourself, that I'm not going to asking about us every person about the names and detail about their what they are doing, they are the student and they are the working for some company. But I want to know the some sort of introduction of yourself, that what exactly you are doing, like you are like an employee or you are like a student. Just write on the chat board on immediately. Just if you are a student, just write on the college year, and if you are a employee, then you have to write the experience, nothing else. Just I will give you the 2 minutes. You have to write these details in the chat box, and it will be very helpful for me to be introducing yourself and dealing with all the detail about the data science with you guys. And then I can that's all this. Yes, okay. I am waiting for the 2 minutes only. And if there is a issue to listen me and to displaying this screen, please let me know. Okay, guys. So mostly our students are from the first year and third year. So it is very like a good thing that the freshers and the very first student are jumping in this field in the data science. And believe me, guys, if you are studying the data science complete in a college year, you will be like the boom after the college, because data science is not like the topic. It's not a single topic to understand. In this webinar and this sorry in this workshop, we will be going to discuss our first of what exactly the data science is, because there is a lot of myth are like in the world and this like industry in this college, that oh, data science is that and data science is this. But nowadays we are going to be dealing with the data science very different way. So I will try to first explain the data science. So before jumping that, I hope you were able to see my screen. I hope so. Okay, now. So I'm going to further talk. So if I hope my screen is visible to you guys, my PPT. Give me 1 minute. It is loading actually. Actually, I'm not able to see your screen, chat screen. That if my screen is visible to you, please just open anyone open the mic and please tell me yes that the screen is visible to you. Yes, it's visible. That's great. So we are going to learn about the data science, and in the next slide you see that this is the hottest topic of the decade. Why this hottest topic of the decade? I will also explain this, because this is like the multiple days workshop that we are going to learn lots of the stuff. So what's the goal of this webinar? Actually, this PPT is first PPT is all about the webinar. That you will not be confused. This is a webinar. Actually, this is a workshop. So this go. I'm not talking about the goal of the webinar. This is the goal of this PPT only. Okay, now. So in this PPT, we are going to understand that what the data science is. I will explain like data science from the very beginning. I only introduction. I will take 30 minutes to 40 minutes to be introducing you about the data science and remove the lots of confusion that you are generating from your college and generating from this industry and so on. So basically, when you come in this field, there are another things will be coming like AI, ML, DL, and the data science that we are learning here. So what the difference is that all the things are different and all the things are related. So we are here to be learn what the data science and what is the difference between them. Okay, and we will try to resolve your confusion about the above technology. Means I already in the first like the minute of this video, I will tell you that there are lots of myth, okay, and the lots of confusion are there to be for the especially for the students like the first year and the second year, and also the people who are jumping who are the new in this field. So there are lots of confusion, lots of myth are there. So we are going to resolve this also. So I will try to be introduction of this iris data analysis and prediction, but this is not like today we are going to cover this. Today is the about we are learn some basic about the Python and so on. But this is the thing that we learn like iris data, what is the iris data analysis and what the prediction is like that. Okay. Before starting this workshop. Let me introduce myself. This is like a little bit introduction of about me. My name is Amin, and I'm the executive of the Extend This is a company of this is a startup in Kolkata. This is a 3 and 4 years startup, and it is a like the aggregative news publisher in a one place, just like a Amazon Prime, who are aggregating the movies in a one place. But in the Excel set, we had like aggregate all the news publisher in a one place. Why we are aggregating this, I will tell you later. And right now, after the resigning of the excellence at SCQ, because it is very difficult to take the lectures, so I will have to take the lectures. So I decided to resign this company as and now I am the executive of this company. And now I am working for a working for a company, the US based company named the Seawoods Ventures, and I am a software engineer of that company. Okay, so that's why this is a little bit about myself. And if you know about me, that what exactly I'm doing in the Excel side, basically I'm working for the multiple technology like Node.js, Python, and so on. And I meet like a computer design and development of the application and the like the app and the web, which is using the multiple framework like the Flutter, Angular, and React, and so on. And I'm leading a small team on that Excel side who are working on the recommendation system and search engine. This is a little bit introduction of myself. Okay, the content we are going to be cover in this 6. What is data science? I think this thing will be directly will be okay. I will explain directly. Like we are the major topic of these things. Like I will try to be lots of remove the lots of there are lots of confusion. I will try to resolve this confusion in a single line. So let's start and dive in this time. What is the data science is, guys? Actually, data science is like not like a topic, okay, na? Not like a subject, not like a technology. It is the combination of multiple things. Okay, at the end, if you are a data scientist, the data scientist is called that when the knowledge who has the knowledge about the data and the about the and try to be like what try to be like generating some business over the data. That's called the data scientist. So at the end, you have to generate like business or maybe the some sort of information that will help to the human for the society, and we will also sometimes that we can earn money from that information. So at the end, you will target to be generate a business, okay now, and generate a business, or maybe this will help you for the communities, that help you for the societies. Suppose in the last year we are facing like very like drastic things like the COVID-19, and people are confused what is the COVID-19 and where this COVID-19 affected the more area, what should I do? So here then the data science come to the picture, and will try to be like getting the information from the data from the multiple people and try to resolve this thing, that what exactly thing and how this thing will be affect our country. So this thing will be like there's a lots of data, and you are here to be resolve this data and solve this data and try to come with some information. Oh, this the data will be that for that area, that for that area. You will be resolve this one by one. This is the about the data science, that you will be creating a business, creating a something like for the community will helpful and so on. So give me 1 minute. Okay, in the last definition you see that data scientist is just nothing. This is the thing that solve the analytics problem. Okay, means for my thought, there are lots of different are there, but my thought, whenever you can be create some business or you are creating something for the help of for the society, that is the thing is about the data science only. I am only the start with this definition. Okay, so before jumping this the data science and try to be like what the people are confused. Okay, now suppose there are lots of technology are there, artificial intelligence. People are confused that what exactly this is. When you start the data science, people come, oh, you are the data science, you are learning data science. So tell me about the artificial intelligence. People are confused. Oh, now we are learning data science. Then why you are people asking for the artificial intelligence? Okay, okay. Again, the next thing we will asking for the people like, oh, what is the machine learning is that? Data science also is what is the deep learning is that? Python or R, the lots of programming languages there. Why you are using Python? Why you are using R programming language? Why you are using Java for this learning the data science also, people are also be confused. And there are other programs that are possible for learning the data science, my C or C++. Data analytics. Okay, what is the data analysis? It is a different thing about the data science, and it is like mini subject about the data science, and it's who is the earning more, like data analytics or data scientist. Like there's a lot of confusion. Okay, about all the stuff, people are also confused that I heard about the neural network. What is the neural network? And when you put when the neural network exists in the data science field, so this is like the confusion are facing by the student, and the student also the confusion of this type of question. What is the difference between data science and AI? What is the difference between like ML, AI, DL, and so on? And why Python and R? I think I repeat this. Okay, so this is the thing that we are going to be confused. Okay, what the math behind the data science project? Is the math really exist in the data science, and so on? Okay, last, like, okay, I know the data science is how I start the code, how I write the code, where I write the code. There are lots of things that are facing by the starting period, and so on. So I will try to resolve one by one by using the Venn diagram. Okay, now. So before starting this Venn diagram and explaining the Venn diagram, if you have like any confusion, you can ask me directly by open the mic for the minute, and you can ask me. Okay, now. But I hope because of till this point I didn't tell you like lot more about the data science, so you are not confused. So I will try to be first. You remove your confusion by using the Venn diagram. Why using Venn diagram? I will tell you later. So Venn diagram, I hope you know that Venn diagram if you correct displaying the information by using the connecting the multiple information. So Venn diagram, first Venn diagram containing AI, and also the definition will take the AI. AI nothing, guys. AI is that thing that will help the system capable to be mimic like a human brain, or will be just like a behave like a human brain. Okay, sir? So what the meaning of the human brain? Suppose um, me, I am a human. I can be the know what the when the what is the happening in the like the around here, like the oh there is some rainy, it is raining means there are lots of heavy water are coming from the sky. This is the meaning of raining. So that we all know that how I decide and how I like capable to be identify the weather. Okay, now the same thing when the machine can detect that thing, so that thing, that machine will be know that's a AI machine, and that can be capable to be mimic like a human brain. Okay, now means everything, any technology that will be computer as a system will mimic or behave like a human brain, that the thing will be the AI. Okay, so this will be containing first the AI definition under the Venn diagram. Okay, so first of all, let's understand what is the example of AI and also called the intelligence machine in the second thing. Suppose look at this lady. He is like sitting on the like the front seat of the driving seat of the car, and just like a relaxing mode, and the car is moving from one place to another place. Okay, this is called the self-driving car. Means the car will be the car is driving by self. There no need to be human. So this car could be the definition about the AI or intelligence machine. So nowadays lots of company are working in this like AI thing and this field, and like the Tesla and the like the Google and the Apple also they are working for the creating a such type of car who is a self-driving car, and that is the machine. That is the definition of AI, and that is the definition of intelligence machine. Okay, look at this right side picture. Okay, now, and in this picture there is CCTV camera who can recording it, the people who are like moving in the like bank on the airport. I don't know what is the picture behind is that, but this seems like a bank or airport. Okay, people are like moving, and there is some red line will be appearing in this picture, and this red line is nothing. That red line is the coming by the showing in the computer, and it will detect the human. It will detect the human by the CCTV camera. In this case, the CCTV camera is a behave like a human, can who can easily detect like a human, and like as you and me, you and me are easy can detect who is human, who is like a bottle, who is like a chair, who is like a laptop. But the same thing will be the same thing will be uh, the same thing is creating by the like the CCTV camera. So in that case, the CCTV camera is a behave like a example of AI, and it is like an intelligence machine. Like this another example I will tell you. This is some there is a random robot and who are collecting blocks from the multiple blocks. Means if you are like watching this video on your YouTube, you can see that the human who give the who give the like the asking for the question for this robot, just choose the block of who is the color is red. Okay, this is the possible by the AI because human can easily can detect the color, but nowadays the lots of system, lots of robot who can detect the color of the block. So this is the another example of AI. Last but not the least is a very important example of the AI because we in the Web3 definition are coming by the hardware. Like you can see the robot, you can see the CCTV, you can see the car. But in the next example, you can see the service like the providing by this company, Prime Video, Hotstar, and Netflix. Everyone know that what is the Prime Video doing, the Hotstar doing, and Netflix is doing. This company are providing the picture and they're providing the web series in for you passing your time and so on. The helping to be waste your time, not using the like spend your time, but waste your time by this company that Netflix, Prime Video, and Hotstar. So this video, how this video and how this website are the example of AI, because inside this website there is feature is called recommend system. In the recommend system, when you sign up in this Netflix and the Prime Video and Hotstar, he will asking some question about yourself, like the what the type of movie you want to learn, want to see, like you should like comedy, like horror, and so on. It will be generating a recommendation system for you. It will generating a suggestion for you. Okay, after 1 to 2 day passing, whenever you see the movies like the like what Money Heist and so on, like the Game of Thrones, then he know that you are the people who are crowding in this field, who are watching Hollywood movies and web series movies as compared to the Bollywood movies, and the other people who are watching this type of thing and who are already watching that of the thing, that the company and that the website will suggest you that type of movies. Suppose there are 10 people are there. Okay, na? Listen carefully. The 10 people are there, and 5 people are watching the movie of what like Game of Thrones, and 5 people are watching like movie like Raja Hindustani. I don't know who is watching nowadays in the Raja Hindustani. Raja Hindustani, and you are here, come and sign up this website, and just in the very first day, and you watching a web series in a Hollywood web series, and he like suits and in a Prime Video, and that's the thing will be no the now the website this company now your taste, then he will suggest you maybe the Game of Thrones or Money Heist in the next suggestion, as instead of the suggestion of Raja Hindustani. But if you are the people who are watching Bollywood movies and stuff, and you just click some random movie on in this web series Mohabbat and like Chalte Chalte and so on, that maybe the chances to be this company suggest you the Raja Hindustani movie as a recommendation. So this is the like thing, and why what is the recommend system I will not like discuss in this video, but in the way I'll try to solve in the later we will discuss about not about thing about recommend system, but this is the thing. Okay, now come to the again Venn diagram. In a Venn diagram, very first parent thing is the AI, and AI nothing. AI is anything that can be capable for a machine who behave like a human. Okay, what the next? Inside, what is the inside the AI? Inside the AI, the coming a machine learning means I hope you understand that machine learning is not a separate topic. Okay, guys, machine learning is a subtopic under the AI. Machine learning is subtopic under the AI. Okay, AI has a definition. AI means AI can be capable anything that will be capable for a machine that behave like a human, who is example, that is that machine and that system, that computer, that system is example of AI. In a machine learning is a child of AI, and this is not like a separate topic. This is a subtopic of under the AI. And what we are doing in the machine learning? Okay, machine learning is nothing. Machine learning is a finding a pattern, in the data. Okay, what is this pattern? What is the meaning of this data? I will tell you later. Just give me 1 minute. Data is nothing. Data is just like a Excel sheet. Data is containing some information of same type of thing. Okay, so machine learning is finding a pattern in the data or creating a model is a new word for you that you have to understand with the pattern. Okay now, and why you find the pattern? Because whenever you find the pattern, whenever you find the model, we can predict the future, or not future, we can predict for the another data. Okay now, so this is the thing is called the machine learning. Okay, machine learning is the second definition is the field of a study that give the computer ability to learn without explicit program. Okay, this both the definition are same, but this could be like I will explain one definition, one like step by step. That find the pattern is on the data set, and second is say that field of study that gives the computer the ability to learn without being explicitly programmed. Okay now, means how can we generating an output without a custom program for this output. So suppose uh, whenever you find the pattern, means after the when you will give the when you have to find the pattern from the data, means you have to generate the pattern, and you have a pattern, you can get the output. Let's understand why this difference. Okay, I will you explain by this these things. Okay, in a normal way, if you are a normal programmer, if you are a mathematics student, you know, if you have a if you want to be find a number, that number is even or not, so you know the rule of even or not, even or odd. Means in this case there is a number you are passing from like 5 that you are passing, and you have a program is means like you have to know the rule of finding the even or no odd. Means if the number is divisible by the 2, that the number is even, otherwise that the number is odd. Okay, so you know the program, you know the rule. Okay now, and if if you have an input, and if you have a program, then you can be find the output, you can find the output. This is a normal way. Everyone, like if you have if you have know the how this number is prime number or not. So everyone know the rule of prime number. The number is divisible by only one, and by itself that number is prime, otherwise that is not prime. So you know the rule. Okay now, only if you have an input like 7, and you can easily check that 7 is not a prime or not. Okay, so this is the thing that is called the normal way, and you have an input on program, then you can get the output. But in the field of machine learning, please listen carefully, this is very important, very important. In the field of machine learning, what will be happening? Okay, so first people are confused that okay, means descriptive program is what? Means you don't have a program. Okay, you don't have program, but you want to generate the output. So people are confused. If you don't know the program, you don't know the rule of the checking the number is prime or not, how I get the output? Okay. Okay. In a machine learning, there is a thing to be generating a program first, means there is lots of input and the lots of output will be deciding the program, means like that. In the very first definition, like finding a pattern means like the rule. A rule means the program. In the normal algorithm, in the normal way, that you have a input, you have a program, you can get the output. In this is a normal thing. Okay na? In a machine learning, you don't have a program, you have a lots of example of input, lots of example of output. Means you have a data contain all the input and all the output, and that input output will be generate a program, means will be generate a pattern, will be generate a rule. Okay now, after watching this thing, the same thing will be using like by the using by the human brain. Means what the human brain means, if a cycle, if people are, if a person is going from one place to the another place, suppose in a normal street, if people are going from A to B, okay na, and you are standing between the A and B point, okay na, and the person who are moving from A and B, listen carefully. So you can detect so what the activity of the person, he is walking as he is running, and he is like cycling, he is like fast running. The multiple level are there, means he is walking, he is running, he is like cycling, means these three example like running, walking and cycling. So if you know that, oh, if the person speed is like certain point, then you can detect, oh, he is a person is walking, okay na? If the person is like go from like slowly and like seems like a taking lots of time to be go from one to A to B, means it seems like a person he is walking. So how you know that, how you know that he is walking, he is cycling, he is like running. So this is know about, because you not like, you are not a child, you know lots of people are who is walking, who is running and who is like cycling. So you know lots of, you already seen the lots of example, you already seen the lots of input, you already seen the lots of input. If the person who is walking from this speed, so it seems like a he is a walking. If person is going from A to B from like very fast, very speed, then you seems like a, oh, he is running. So you know already that people are generally walking in a 2 km per speed, then he is a walking, and people are going from A to B with a 10 km per hour, then he seems like a walking, running. So you already see lots of examples, and that according to see this activity, you can identify, oh, the people are walking and the people are running. The same thing, if you have an input, you have a like output, you can generate a program as is similar to human brain. Means if you have know the all the speed, all the speed, and you can detect that this person is going from like A to B with this speed, like what means if the speed is 9 km per hour, then he is like a walking, he is like a running. If his speed is like 2 kilometers per hour, then he is just like a walking. So the same thing, like if you have lots of input, if you have lots of output, you can easily like detect the what the program is, that means that thing is called the machine learning. I will repeat this thing again in the next slide, so don't be confused what is exactly is that. So if you get the program, now you have a new input and you can predict the output. Let's take the example of this. Okay. Before jumping the take the example and see machine learning. If we are here to learn machine learning, basically machine learning are two types. One type is like unsupervised, and second is like supervised. First we have to know that supervised and then unsupervised. So supervised, in the supervised machine learning, you will get the output, you will get the you have input, you have output, you will get the you will creating a rule, and by creating a rule you can generate the output. But in the case of unsupervised learning is the very different thing. You don't need to be like a label or output thing. This is the thing means you have to be, like aggregate or not, like make some clustering, make some association things where in under the unsupervised learning. But I will deal with that later. But we have to learn to supervise, because in this complete lecture we are going to learn supervise mostly, that we have to learn the supervise. So in the supervise, you have to get some output. Okay, what's the meaning of supervised learning, and what is the example of supervised learning? Suppose you have to create a rule. Okay, now suppose you create a rule. Okay, suppose what the rule means, if you have a data of uh, uh, property property sites, and in the and you have a label, and you have a label that the price of the property. So you have an input and you have an output. So you can be generate you can be there are output which seems like in a integer format, and and every property size the output will be changed. So that means whenever the output in a continuous format, so that case it's the example of regression under the supervised learning. Okay, means you have a output, but that is the example of supervised learning. And the supervised learning, whenever the output is continuous format, that is the example of regression. and 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 the when the output is in a distinct format. What is the meaning of distinct format? Suppose if you are a creative program, if you are working for a data science, working for a machine learning project, and you have to create a program by using an input and output, and at the end of the program, that you have to be generate the output that the person who is pass in the examination or fail in the examination, means there only two output is possible. So that case is the classification of example are there. Classification supervised machine learning means when the output is like fixed, like either he passed or failed, means only two output, yes or no, true or false. That is the example of classification. When the output is like multiple example, like he is like property like 5 lakh, 3 lakh, 4 lakh, 9 lakh, 9.5, 9.3, 2.8. This is the example are coming. This is the output is coming after the generating a program. So that he thing, and that the thing will be like under the segregation. Don't worry guys, I will repeat this thing again and again. You will be resolve this convenient in the future. Okay. Now AI ML thing is completed, means AI is the thing. AI is the AI is the only thing that 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 technology that can be possible to be convert a machine to be behave like a human brain, and that is the example of AI. Machine learning only to finding the pattern. How to find the pattern we finding from the input and the label, by the input and the label. And when you get in the pattern, you can predict with this pattern easily. Means in a normal way, what will be happen? You have a program, you have an input, you will generate the output. But in the machine learning, you have an input, you have an output, you will generate a program. You have an input, you have an output, you will generate a program, and that program is called pattern. Okay, now that program is called your like predictive model, so on. So an input is called feature and output is called label in the machine learning. Input is called feature, output called is the label. Okay, come to the part deep learning. Deep learning is not like another separate topic of machine learning. It is exactly machine learning. It is exactly machine learning, but the people are learning deep learning in a separate way. Why the deep learning is learning in a separate way? In deep learning, we are only using a rule by working with a neural network. Okay, now, okay. At the end, you also have to find a pattern. You also have a find a pattern in the data. The same thing that machine learning are doing, we also have to doing with the deep learning. But in the case of deep learning, we are only using neural network. We are only using neural network. But in the machine learning, the lots of algorithm are there, like SVM, like K-means, K-nearest. The lots of stuff are there. But in the deep learning, we are only using neural network. We are only using neural network. So I'm not going to be discussed right now more about the deep learning part. But when in the last week, we are be creating a application with the deep learning, and that case, and we will understand about the deep learning exactly what is that, because we are not going to bore you after showing this PPT and on again and again. We have to write some code. Okay. So exactly one more point I have to tell you, that it is just a mimic of human brain. Why we learn deep learning? We are using neural network only in deep learning part. It is an example of this. This is the machine learning itself, but we are using deep learning what for that? Because we are only using the neural network, and neural network is the neural network. The thing will coming from our brain. We are the brain has contains lots of neuron, which passing information from this place to that place by using the neuron. The same thing will happen in the neural network. we have to pass on from the data from one point to one other point by using the neural network, and that is the called also artificial neuron. Okay, so you can see that in the deep learning from this is a real life, this is a clone of a human brain where all the neuron is connected from one to another by this point, and the same in the right hand side, this is the artificial neuron where the lots of picture are there, and our target to predict the face and predict the facial recognition system. So this is the the left hand side is the human brain and the right hand side are the artificial neural network. And don't worry guys, and believe me, I will tell you very good definition with a good definition, and the very in a project way I will be teach you about the deep learning part in the later in the last week. Okay, after the coming the deep learning in the picture, in the whenever you using the deep learning part, you can see their performance will be directly increases. Means when you are older learning algorithm using, means like if you are working with machine learning, I didn't tell you about the algorithm about the machine learning, but there lots of algorithm are there like k linear neighbor, k means, and so on. In this case, you see whenever you increase the data, means whenever you increase the information like label and feature and label, input and output, you will be your performance will increase. But after a certain point, the performance will be saturated, and there is no increment in their performance. But whenever using deep learning is a mimic of human brain. It is using a neural network. Its performance will directly change and increases again and increases continuously, just like a linear. And you see that the performance will be very high in the deep learning, and other programming algorithm is like performance very saturate after the increasing the data. But the problem, the next thing is that why the deep learning is popular nowadays. It's not popular in the the 10 years back, 20 years back. There is a one thing. What is that? The deep learning and the machine learning topic are not like a new topic. It's like 50 years old topic. But that time, why this topic is not popular? That because of that time we don't have lots of data, and we don't have supercomputer to compute, because when you are training a model, we need a very high level of computer. Okay, and that time only the 4 KB, 5 KB, and 5 MB mostly RAM and the hard disk are possible to be created as that type of system, and that system is not capable to compute multiple computation in a single second. So it is very hard to be compute the model. But nowadays there are lots of computer, lots of cloud are there. We can create train multiple type of model easily, and there are lots of data are there coming from the Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and so on. There are lots of data are there, lots of they have supercomputer are there. Then you can be easily, we can be easily train a model nowadays as compared to that day. So, but that the thing that the popularity of machine learning is in this decade is very high. Okay, sir. Okay, I understand that we are here to learn data science, but you are teaching AI, ML, deep learning, and so on. Where the data science exists, it is the under the ML, or it is the under the DL, or it is under the AI. Where the data science exists. In the very first minute of this video, I'll tell you. I had tell you that data science is not a topic, is not like a subject. Sorry, this is a topic. This is not a subject. This is not like a technology where you have to learn. Okay, now it is the collection of the multiple technology, multiple subject. Okay, if you see this graph, this is a Venn diagram graph. You see this data sets contain all the things AI, ML, and DL. Means if you are learning data science, you have to know about the AI, ML, and DL. Apart from this, you also have a domain knowledge. Why the domain knowledge? What is the meaning of domain knowledge? Domain knowledge is about the some business knowledge, where the data science have to be implemented, where the AI, ML, or DL thing will be implemented. Means if you have a data set of like what? If your data set of all the quota students, I have everyone know about the quota, and they have the information contain how much time he invest in a study, how much their IQ, and how their college fee, their institute fee. And after this three input, you have a output, you have a label that he is cracked the IIT or not. Okay, so that's the data is the that is the data is possible, and you have a domain knowledge why the data have to be you are going to use, you are going to be create a pattern, you are generate like a graph that the who are student and the next year we will pass the IT, we will crack the IT by understanding this pattern. Means that means you are generating a some business, you are generating a some thing that will help for the student, means you are know the knowledge of that domain. So this is the thing you have to necessary to understand starting this career in the data science. At the end, you have to be create a business. You have to be generate a business. You have to be generate some thing, some pattern for the society will helpful. Not every time the earning money is not only the business. Maybe the like maybe the thing you are here to helping the people to be get some good medicine and so on. So it is also a part of the data science. Means you have to know about the domain knowledge. Apart from you have to know about the mathematics some. But I will tell you guys why and which type of mathematics will be using in the data science in the later. But you have to know one this. So this is the domain knowledge. This is the mathematics, and all the all the containing AI ML thing will be added. All the things you have to learn to become a data scientist. And this is the
Excuse me, sir.
yeah.
Could we please switch to Hindi, sir, if everyone's okay?
I didn't catch you. What you saying? What you saying?
Could we switch to Hindi?
Okay, give me. Okay, definitely.
Matlab you can ask everyone if everyone's okay with it.
Okay, okay. Give me 1 minute, guys. Okay, because let me talk with the student first. Uh, if there is any student who is capable, not capable to understand Hindi, please ping me.
Sir, I am Telugu, sir, but I am comfort in English only, sir. I am not capable of.
I don't know. I understand that you are okay. Okay. Actually, the problem is, guys. I will try to be speak very. I will try to speak very slowly in the till this after this point, and don't worry, guys. Uh, Only the you have to listen carefully, and you have to watching this PPT, and you have to be, because this is the maybe I know 100% getting the information from this PPT is very difficult. No one can getting the 100% information from this PPT. You have to be listening carefully. If you have getting the information of 40 to 60%, you will get the everything. So because after this point we are going to write some code, and we are going to very slowly in that time, and we are going to implement all these things we are learning in this PPT. So but switching to Hindi is loud very difficult for me, but I will try to be use some Hindi words also in between this in explanation. Okay, maybe this will not bad for this soft student, and is very helpful for the like soft student. Because the lots of people are teaching in this field are using English, then you have to be try to understand English. And this is not like I'm not like saying about the Hindi, but you have to learn about the Hindi. Okay ना? So मैं करता हूँ, I will try कि बीच बीच में मैं कुछ बोलूँ, that will be helpful for that student. Okay ना? Anything, any confusion, students, please tell me. Hello. No one. Okay. First, I'll try to go very slowly. Okay. So you understand the data science. Data science is like you have to learn all the stuff about AI, ML, DL. Also, you have to know the domain knowledge. You have also the mathematics things, and that the thing will be collected to become a data science, and that thing is collected to be to is the under the course of the data science. So I know the data science is that. But now I am going to implement these things. So what the language, what the tool for ML, or because we are learning ML first and then DL and that's because of you have to use the ML part or data science part. So basically the programming language that they are mostly are using in this field, Python or on Java. Nowadays JavaScript is also possible by helping of the TensorFlow. So people are generally using Python. Other programming like MATLAB are also possible. People are using Python, and I also using Python for this workshop. Why they are using Python? Okay, Python is very popular first of all. Second thing, the lots of free library are there for using the help of like NumPy, Pandas and so on, TensorFlow, PyTorch. The lots of library are there. As compared to other programming language, there are few library are there. Like the if you're talking about the MATLAB, their library are generally paid. That is, people are not using MATLAB, but the Python library are free to use. So we can be use Python for the learning, the machine learning or data science instead of other things. R is also very popular, but I use it Python mostly. So I will teach you in the Python. Okay. So if you are using the Python, what the important library are there for have to learn? First, you have to learn the NumPy. What the NumPy is, guys? NumPy is the helping for the computation, matrix computation. Why the matrix computation is important for the data science? We will learn in this during the lecture. Okay. Second is pandas. Okay. Panda is a like the creating a data frame. If you have a data set in the Excel format and you want to be implement and train the model by using that data, so Panda is very helpful for generating a pattern, generating a like the generating also creating all the data frame code by using the pandas. So you have to learn the pandas, and we also in this class we have to learn pandas. Third library is matplotlib. Why the matplotlib is important? Matplotlib is a library to be visualize the data. Okay, if you have a data scientist, if you have a data analytics, if you are learning data thing, then the matplotlib is very important, because whenever you didn't explain the data by using the graph, it is very difficult to understand this like thing, because some people are not able to understand the data to understand by using mathematical terms. You have to know about the display the data in a graph. If you are understanding graph very easily, and people are generally understand the graph very easily as compared to the mathematical calculation. If uh, if the I give you the mathematical calculation, like the people are the population of country are growing by 2001 to 2020. Like in 2001 the population had 1.2 crore, 3 crore and 4 crore, and every time I will give you the information. Maybe the people not able to understand that the population are growing. Okay, now it is very difficult to please general people. But if you are giving the graph where you see that the people population are going from after the year, and you can easily that the graph is showing the going upward, that people are, oh no, the population are our country is going from like 1.1 crore to 1.4 crore and so on. Means that population is very fast growing in our country. So people are generally use graph instead of mathematical calculation, and matplotlib is a library to help you to generate and visualize the data in a graph. And I will teach you the matplotlib also. Apart from this, there are other libraries called sklearn. Sklearn is library very useful nowadays, because if you are learning machine learning, it is very hard and very difficult to write all the code, machine learning algorithm or code when in a scratch format. But if you are able to aware of this library, it is contain all the model in a like already written in the sklearn. You only implement and pass the argument, and you get the model in easily. So we are also using sklearn, but some library are not implemented in this PPT. It's called TensorFlow. We are going to be using the very last week, and like other libraries like okay, no, sorry, only the TensorFlow. Okay. ID like software that you have to write the code. First software very popular is Jupyter Notebook. People are generally using Jupyter Notebook for writing the code. Second is a Spider is another library, another ID. PyChart and Colab that I am going to be used. This is not IIT. This is a website. This is a, like a web app where the Jupyter notebook are inbuilt in this Colab website. And in this workshop, we are using Colab. Okay. Okay. If you are talking about projects, what type of projects are we help here in the data science? The project may be the credit card fraud detection. This is the example of AI. Then you can be create a model who can be detect the credit card fraud. You can be check the spam, creating an email filter. Some people are going, some email are going from to the spam thing, and some email are going in your inbox. How the Gmail know about this, who is a spam, who is not a spam? Means a spam is the very harmful email for you. So how they detect this? This is called the email filter. Okay now, and you can easily detect the spam email or not by just creating a normal model. And we will understand how to be create this example of the fake news detector. In external site, we was working on that project, the fake news detector, and this will be like a very popular project nowadays because very news. I just use the wrong word. Not new, it's the news. Fake news detector is also the possible. Vehicle number plate detection. It is under the data science, but this is like the deep learning part basically. You can easily detect the vehicle number plate by your the CCTV camera, and we have to write the model and so on. And I will teach you how to create this type of model. So I'm not going to be explain this thing in this video. I will explain this pattern in the later video. I will. Okay. So okay, if you're talking about where the data science help us, so I hope these two examples are not like only example are there to be helping the data science. If you are learning the data science in this video, that you understand, oh, data science is helping anywhere, where the graph will be possible, where the calculation will be possible. Okay, airline the airline delay is the also be detection will be also possible the data science. Okay, you can also detect the genetic issue by the, and you can easily decrease the medical cost. Okay, data science is like you can detect the the genomic data, having genomic data, and you can detect the genetic issue, and you can decrease the medical cost. But at the end, you have to be decrease something that will be help for the society, and that will help for the generating more money. Okay, and that is called like the data science. If you are like capable to working creating a model who is detect the delay of the flight easily, then be very helpful for the people who are going to be one place to another place by using a flight. That's very helpful, because in that case you are here to be solve some problem by using the data, and that case you will generate more money by using that in a by the airline company, and that company will be going to be in profitable form, and that is the example of data science. So this is some example, and this is some thing that we are the data science help by the people, for the people and the for the society. Okay, so till this point, if you have any question, then you can ask me. So after this point, okay, so the I say that when we finish this project. So actually this is the like 4 to 6 hours workshop, and every week, and we have the 1 day class of 3 hours, and we'll try to be dealing with the lots of the things in this complete journey. And let me complete this first day. I will tell you in the at the end what will be happen in the complete workshop. Okay now, but already you have a schedule, and you have a course content are there, but I will try to be give you more about the course content. Okay na? So at the end you will say that we are going to use Colab. Okay na? So now, okay, So give me just percent another screen, just 1 minute. Okay, I hope you are able to see my screen. Just give me 1 minute.
Yes, sir.
That's great.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now I'm going to be like open a website. Listen and watch carefully of the screen. First, you have to write the collab in a Google search. In the very first or secondly, you see the collab.research.google.com. This is the link. So you have to follow this link. After the follow this link, you will have to be go this type of website. And you have to be like go with click on this thing, the new notebook. Okay. After the opening this website, collab, you have to go with new notebook. Okay.
Sir, excuse me, sir.
Yeah, give me. Tell me.
Sir, can you please show me again?
Okay.
I also trying, sir, but I can't.
Okay. First of all, you have to write the collab. Okay. I will just share the link with you guys. It will really help. Okay, I hope you get the link in the chat board. Just open this link. After open this link, there is a pop-up will coming, and when you open this link, you have a new notebook button is there. Okay na? So you have to click on the new notebook. Whenever your new notebook is open, you will get things like that. Untitled 0.pynap ipynap. The thing will be appearing. I hope you get this thing in your script. Okay. Now this is the Jupyter notebook, which is the running under the Colab website. Okay now, Jupyter notebook is like a ID where we have to be learn we have to write Python code. Okay now, so this is the thing, and every time you have a cell, this is called a cell. Okay, you have to write some Python code here. Okay now, and first of all you have to be like I'm going to be changed to this introduction of Python. My okay, introduction of Python, and you see that by like this is the just change the name of the file, which is the save in the drive. Okay now, which is the save in the Google Drive. I will teach you in the future that how to be get this drive and how to use this Google Drive to run this code. So you will save this file in a Google Drive in your account. Okay, to come to. So in this later like 1 or 2 hours, rest 2 hours, we are going to learn the Python, because we have to use a programming language to completing this course. Okay now, so Python is that I am using mostly for creating a model, creating a data science project. So first of all, we are here to learn Python, very basic. Anyone in this class who already know about the Python, little bit about anything about the Python, or any programming language. If you have no any programming language, it is very easy to understand this Python programming language. If you are already learned the Python, it is very a refreshing mode of this thing. So give me the idea. If you have any programming language, then just write on the chat board, like C or C++, or if you don't know, you don't need to write. Okay. Okay, that's great. Some people are know the Python. So first of all, we are here to learn the Python. So we have to know that who invented the Python. Okay. Python is invented by the Guido von Rossum. Okay. Okay. This is a person name is Guido von Rossum. This is the father of Python, and he is invented Python. Okay, now he is a father of Python. He is invented Python. Nowadays he is working for the Google, but he has a give it a very good thing to the society as a Python, because nowadays everything a Python is everywhere people are talking about the Python. Okay, he invented Python in 1995, maybe in the February month. Okay, so that's why I'm showing the picture of this man, because this is very giving the respect for this person who is inventing the Python. Right now we are learning Python 3 mostly. So first of all, this is related to the history about the Python. So what the syntax in the Python we are using? Okay, if you are learning the C++ or Java or C, generally you are seeing this type of code like int a is 20. Okay, now, and semicolon. This is the code we are using in the C++, C or Java. Generally you are seeing. Okay, this is the programming language. So if you know about this int a is equal to 20, what is the meaning of these guys? This is the syntax of a programming language of C++ and C and Java. This syntax tells the people that you are creating a variable a. You are creating a variable a, and that variable value is 20. And before knowing the value of 20, you know this variable is a int or integer. Everyone knows that. This is the basic syntax about the Python. So the same, but in the Python, if you have to write the syntax first to creating a variable, you have to create a variable like what? Like creating a variable amount and 20. Okay, this is the C++ under the Java maybe and C. So guys, I'm going very slowly, so you have to listen listen very quickly everything. So you have to create a variable amount and 20. In the Python, this is the syntax tell the people and then the compiler that the amount is a variable and the value is 20. Okay, but in the other programming language like C and C++, you have to be write their syntax, their the in type. But in a Python, you don't need to be passed that type. You only creating a variable amount and pass the value 20. Means this is the value 20 and this amount is a number. So means in the Python you don't need to be write the type name before the variable name. In the Python you can directly the amount will be. Okay. Now every programming language has a print function. Okay, in a Java the function name is system.out.println and so on. In the the C++ the print, in a C like scan off, like print off, and lots of things are there. But in the Python the function is print. Okay, if you're talking about the print function, what the print function do? Okay, the print function is a function that will have to be write under the anything. If you write anything under the print function, that will be give the as a output. Okay, if you write hello world, okay, then will be display when you run this code, you will be display hello world at the compiler or at the like the where the output will be shown. Okay. So how the Jupyter notebook, how the Colab cell will be run? There are two ways. Either you have to click on this button. If you run this, click on this button. You have to very first time only, you have to wait for 2 to 3 minutes. Guys, if you have need any break, 5 to 10 minutes break, please let me know. Because the class will be going for the 12 p.m. also 12 a.m. If you have need any 5 minute or 10 minute break for the tea or coffee, then please let me know. Anyone? It is good to give you a break for the 10 minutes. Yes or no? Because after this point, we are going to learn like Python only for the 2 hours. I'm very basic, and I'll try to give you the all the basic, all the Python stuff, which is help to learn the data science only. Okay, now. Please give me more yes or no, then I will give you. At least give me the, if you know, if you want 10 minutes break, then you have to write a yes or no on the chat. Okay. So I am going to give you a break of, and right now the 10:19 are going. We will meet again on 10:30. Okay. If the okay. So guys, any organizer are here in this like room?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
So it is good to give you 10 minutes break.
Sure, sir.
Okay. It is very helpful for the student to learn the Python from basic to advanced level of the data science. So I will give you just only 10 minutes break, nothing else. The 10:30 will meet again, and don't worry guys. Make sure we don't skip this rest 130 minutes of this class, because this is very helpful and this is very important for the rest of the class. Okay, now because this class is really basic and the later class very advanced, and this class you have to attend. Okay, now so we'll meet again in the 10 minutes. Bye guys.